Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Fallout 4. So in the last episode we did the Battle of Bunker Hill, and we also discovered the Institute. Decided not to kill Father just yet, but depending on how this conversation goes right now, we might end up killing him now. We'll see. So we're currently at the ruins of CIT, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. And we are going to go up to the roof and talk to Father about what happened there. Because in the Battle of Bunker Hill, we decided to help out the Brotherhood. We killed the synths as well as the courser that was with them, so. And I'm getting lost yet again. Here we go, I think. Now this place did have some super mutants in it, as well as some synths. I think most of them are still dead from the last time that we were in here, though. And I've, yet again, gone entirely the wrong way here. But yeah, we are definitely approaching the end here. I think we should have enough time that I'm only going to do today's stream for 2 hours. I think we should have enough time, all things considered, to complete the series and all that. And we're pretty much down to just one more week. The beta is supposed to start tomorrow for those who are on Xbox One and have pre-ordered it. It'll be interesting to see what the first sort of reports will be that come in. Whether or not there will be like server crashes and that sort of thing. But that is ultimately what the purpose of this beta is to, you know, stress test everything. It's not really a beta gameplay-wise, I don't think. At least that's really not been, in my opinion, the focus of it. Okay, seriously, where is... I have to go downstairs, I think. Okay, now I see where I was supposed to go. It gets really confusing in this place. Well, it gets really confusing in a lot of places around here. Yeah. Alright, let's go see what Father has to say. I do hope that we won't have to kill him just yet, though. Because I have a perfect plan of when to do it, and it's not quite yet.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Both of us?
They left years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
You could have let me out decades ago.
Until I became director, I had no idea you were there. And after, there was initially no logical reason to do so. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
This is science to you. It's pathetic. All of it.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Perhaps in time you'll see it differently. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
So this is something you have to be careful with. I think if you say I let them go or it's my fault, either of those could potentially go bad. We'll say it was an ambush.
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time.
Bendy, Tyler, hello there. Alright. So now is the moment that I've been waiting for. So let's just go through this real quick. I think we're ready. Let's head to the Institute. So I was thinking, you know, what would potentially be the best time for Kayla to do something, and I could only come to one conclusion. She would wait until, well, until she had the perfect time. Tyler says you should play some New Vegas. That is on the plan. I think I forgot to actually mention that in the channel update, even though I was supposed to mention it in the channel update. But, so the plan with New Vegas is ultimately I'm going to do Fallout 76. Once I get through the majority of 76, that I've covered it pretty well, I'm going to do Fallout 3 and then Fallout New Vegas. And I kind of have like a story plan to coincide with all of that. Where did you go, old man? Oh, he's further up then. I thought I went as far up as I could. Maybe I didn't? No, I did not. Okay.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I have no idea what that is.
I'll admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure means everyone already knows about it. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
I'm not sure what that means.
You'll see in time. I promise you that. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Can't be serious!
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Well, hello there, Omar. Are we ready for the fireworks?
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
That it will. Oh, come on. Let's try this again.
Hello. Movement detected.
Destroy the nuke mine. Make sure we took out Father here. He is dead. Let's grab his lab coat just for good measure. Alright, can I teleport out of here? I can. Nope, I can't. I have enemies. No, damn it. Oh, crap. Oh, double crap. Okay. So it looks like I have to escape going through this way. Now which way? Okay, I have escaped the major portion of that there. Can I teleport now? Nope. Alright, I think I have to make it to the elevator then, is my guess.
Contact detected.
Ah, crap. Hello, people. Goodbye, people. Into the elevator. Oh, thank goodness. Haha. Bastards. Goodbye. Alright, well, we've taken out the Directorate.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Yeah, I figured that this was actually the best moment. Because if Kayla was presented with a time when she could take out the whole group, even if she was presented with the leadership, you know, she's already the Pirate Queen. She doesn't need the Institute. Emergency relay button.
Relay activated. Relay powering up. Ready in 10, 9, 8, 7,
Well, this is taking its sweet time.
6, 5.
You killed him! How could you do that? He was your son.
Well, that's why it took so long. They had to add that little moment. You killed him. He was your son. Poor Pickle Mike, he was not able to join us here and see all of that fun. I tried to let him know on Discord. He'll probably be disappointed I didn't use an actual mini nuke, but I used a nuke grenade. It's part of the way there. Banished from the Institute. Aww. I would have hoped I would have gotten more from that, but oh well. Alright, so our next quest is Liberty Reprimed. We have to locate a high-powered magnet, which is to the south. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Alright. So we have finally made our total betrayal of the Institute. Took out the senior leadership of the Institute, which should further, you know, deplete their forces. Of course, if their leadership was all scientists, it was rather depleted to begin with. Not saying a scientist can't be a leader, but especially the type of scientists that they had there. So the current mission that we're doing, the looking for the high-powered magnets, is one of the key ingredients that we need for Liberty Prime. Once we have that under our control, we should be much closer to completing it. And Liberty Prime is going to be one of the main things that we use in the assault against the Institute. Interesting little guard standing on top. I guess that was kind of... I guess there was a little thing that was up top. Stairway or whatever. For a moment I thought that guard back there was just standing on top of a truck or whatever.
You have the right idea. Power on. Only way to travel.
Omar says, "You killed father. Abortion mission successful." I will have to say, I am actually very surprised I actually did not die there. I was... like, I mean, I know I used a bunch of stim packs there, but still, I did not expect that I was actually going to make it through all of that.
Sweet.
Shit. Austin. Playing games with me.
Ow! Oh, don't die to a raider now. There you are. Omar asks, did you save? I saved after I got out of the Institute. Not since then, though, but I probably should save again. Now, one bad thing is we are starting to get kind of low on our 45 ammo. So we'll have to be cautious about that. Let's see, how much other ammo do I have? I have 222 energy cells, 90 for our shotgun, and then I think I have like 23 for the Gauss rifle. Let's see, does the Gauss rifle, while we're thinking about it, does it actually have a scope on it? No, it does not. Alright, the little hospital that we need to go to, which should have the high-powered magnets. I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of super mutants in there. Like the super mutant that's hiding out over here. I think that's a suicider. Come on, super mutant. Gotcha. One thing I will definitely recognize is I'm definitely going to have to use mouse and keyboard when I do Fallout 76. It will help me so much more versus using a controller. Hey, another overdue book. We never did stop by the library. I think we did pick up that mission to return that one overdue book from that ghoul girl. Let's see, I could steal his pistol. Yoink. Steal his frag grenade. Yoink. And then give back his frag grenade.
Incoming!
That was awesome. We'll give back his pistol. We don't need it. Omar asks, 76 will be multiplayer? Yes, yes it will. Yeah, 76 is going to be not just like 2 people multiplayer either. It's going to be, I think I heard something around like 24 players on a server or something like that. We just keep looking over there, people. Just keep looking over there. Oh crap. I forgot. I don't have a suppressor on this rifle, unfortunately.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that? In there now. What do you think?
But yeah, 76 should be pretty interesting, I think. As I was discussing with some people on the stream last night, I think if 76 is going to be successful, it's going to need people to actually kind of provide the story of it, rather than Bethesda. No, I know some people aren't going to necessarily like that. They're going to be like, well, Bethesda should be providing the story, but I think if people go into 76 thinking that the whole story should be provided by Bethesda, then ultimately 76 is going to fail. you know, you're gonna need people who kind of set up their own thing going. I won't necessarily say it should be player cities. I don't know how expansive the crafting is going to be, but to me it should be close to that. Oh, I didn't want that. Because as I was saying yesterday, the old MMORPG Star Wars Galaxies benefited greatly from the fact that, you know, people provided player cities. Maybe I can take her out, the other one, with this. Oh, I kind of hurt myself there. Omar asks, will you be able to claim land? So my general understanding is that your settlement is kind of going to be mobile, kind of. But maybe? Again, I'm not entirely sure how the whole camp system is going to work. Gotcha. Come on, person. Oh, come on, you bastard. Attacking me through that window there that isn't entirely see-through. Well, I mean, it's see-through, but you can't actually fire through it. Alright, we should be getting closer to where we need to be. I'm trying to remember, because there's multiple hospitals that you encounter in the game, so... in Fallout 4 here. So, I'm not entirely familiar with every hospital. I know there's one that has super mutants in it. Apparently this one has the raiders. I hear someone. No one hiding in here. How about door number 2? No one hiding in here. Oh, wait a second. Yes, there is. Oh, nice. Yeah, in Fallout 4, you actually do more damage when you hit someone in melee. Well, the same as with Skyrim as well. When you do a melee sneak attack, you do more damage. Of course, it's much more difficult. But when you get your sneak skill leveled up like this, definitely helps.
Think you can hide?
That is a machine gun turret Mark 7? I don't think I've encountered one of those yet. Gotcha. Ooh, crap. Nice, level up. Alright, so what do we level up with now? I mean, I have one more level of sneak, where engaging stealth causes distant enemies to lose you. Scrounger for ammunition. Big Leagues helps melee damage. Now I also have Mr. Sandman. Oh, that's only for silenced weapons. I thought there was something else for... Oh, it's Ninja. Trained as a Shadow Warrior, your ranged sneak attacks do 2.5 times normal damage, and your melee sneak attacks do 4 times. Ooh. So if you did silenced weapon sneak attack for 50%, and then Ninja all the way up for 3.5, that could be like really nice. I think let's do... Let's go ahead and do the 4th rank of Armorer. And then we can do the... Oh, I probably should have done the 4th rank of Science. Oh well. Hopefully we'll level up again pretty soon. Over the course of all of this, hopefully we'll level up, then we can go ahead and get that 4th rank of Science. Because with 4 ranks of Armor and Science, I think we can max out everything. Oh crap. Hey, none of that. Haha. Because yeah, if we can max out our power armor here, we'll be in a really good situation. The sneak attack power, that would be really nice, but it's just quite a few things that we would have to do. Oh, hey! Well, this is interesting. We're not... Oh, wait, we are still kind of dressed up as the Shroud. Oh, crap. Okay. First things first, let's save. Even though we're kind of having to put our tent in a really weird situation there. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Because I have to try and save, whatchamacallit here.
Say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud, you step any closer, and we get to see what's inside Kent's head.
Don't do anything rash, St. John.
Rash? Rash? Some of these losers are still waiting for the legendary Silver Shroud. They think the Shroud walked straight out of a comic book. But you and I know, the Shroud's just you in a stupid, flea-ridden costume. You're weak. You came here. And for what? Your little sidekick?
So, you're the strong one.
Yeah. Because I don't give a damn about anyone or anything. There's nothing I wouldn't do to win. So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell.
Oh crap, 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 crap. Well, at least we kind of saved Kent there. Hello there, Ryan. You are late to the party. Yeah, we somehow ended up going to the place that we needed to go to save Kent Conley. Oh crap. I wasn't. Oh, they killed him, bastards. Oh well. We tried to save him for a little bit. Although I suppose it is Kayla's way to potentially end up losing poor Kent. He did. Unfortunately, I think that means we can't upgrade the Silver Shroud armor, but oh well. Yes, Ryan, this is the Silver Shroud mission. Although I actually came here for the high-powered magnets. That was why I came here. I didn't know until I ended up showing up here that, oh look, it's the Silver Shroud mission. I tried to use Jet and I took out Sinjin there, but then one of his cronies finally decided to shoot Kent there, so oh well. Alright, we got the high-powered magnet. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh wait, isn't there an easier way to get out of here? I thought there was. Maybe not. No, I guess this isn't like Skyrim. Where there's an easy way out after every little thing. No, I don't need a GPS, Omar. Anyways, Ryan, so we ended up killing Father. I don't know if you can go back into the stream right now or not, but if you could, it was a pretty good way that we killed him, I think anyways. Ryan says, I had to go to my previous employer to get my last paycheck, and it's so awkward. Oh. Were you fired from that job, or was it, Omar says, hashtag outdated joke. Oh, I think I did just have to go this way, wasn't it? Ryan says, no, I quit. Oh, okay. Well, that's, you know, good, I think, hopefully. That you're leaving on your own terms and not, like, you know, fired for it. I never quite understood the whole having to go back to your job to get your last paycheck. Like, shouldn't they just send it? Although I guess they do actually send it in the mail, now that I think about it, but it just takes longer for whatever reason. Ryan says, I just never came to get my last check, and I had to talk to my ex-coworkers. Oh. And I guess in that case, they didn't actually send it. Alright, let's make sure that we save. Ryan says, also needs to return some stuff before I could get it. Oh, okay. One of those situations. I understand. Oh crap.
I'm gonna be sick.
What do you mean you're gonna be sick?
Did you hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
I thought they were gonna take me off into the night. Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Oh, I thought they were coming to get me, but apparently they were just after those guys. Ryan says, Newbie, have you ever heard of Kratom? Is that the synthetic marijuana stuff? I know it's some kind of drug, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh dear, someone's in that house. Uh-oh, super mutant.
Someone there.
A legendary super mutant. Oh crap.
What?
Oh, double crap.
What was that?
Okay. Let's avoid the super mutants if possible. Ryan says, not a drug, but it is a plant that can be used medicinally, but nothing like weed. Oh, okay. I thought it was. I don't know. I don't know my drugs very well. I think best bet, just go across the water. If I haven't set up a whatchamacallit place yet to take care of radiation, I probably can just do that over there. Although I have plenty of red away too that I think I could use. I think it gives me makes me prone to some kind of sickness or something, but Omar says, Newbie doesn't get high, he likes to stay low and sneak. I do like sneaking. Oh, there's a Hester's Consumer Electronics or Robotics or whatever. I never knew that. At least I don't remember knowing that. Ryan asks, hashtag outdated joke. Or are you asking what the hashtag outdated joke was that Omar referenced earlier? I don't even know what kind of area I'm going through right now. Oh, the first one. Got it, Ryan, got it. Oh, I think I remember this place. I think I died at this place a whole bunch. What did I die from that place? Oh, that was episodes ago. I think it was exploding cars or something I died from in that area back there. It's always nice to have such a nice memory of a location. And hearing the water around here always gives me a little heebie-jeebie. Because you never know when a Mirelurk's gonna like pop up and say, I'm here to eat you. Alright, should be able to just cross this little area here. Are we actually going to cross this? Oh no. I thought we were almost already all the way over. Ryan says, knock knock. Oh dear. Who's there? Oh, come on. Don't say this is too steep for me to get out of. Ryan says, I'm still mad you called my cat Wilfred Brimley. Hey, I only calls it like it is. It's not my fault your cat has diabetes. Alright, put the high-powered magnet in there. Next, let's repair this power armor. Alright, so the really bad parts, the left leg, repaired, right arm repaired, left leg, or right leg repaired. The torso needs repairing. Oh, so expensive to repair all of that stuff, but it's all repaired. And hopefully I didn't use all of my resources just now that I was supposed to use for these. Okay, no, I didn't. So I gotta build 4 of these things. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then go speak to Proctor Ingram, but we will do that after Kayla sleeps for a moment. Oh, and also I was supposed to, I suppose I don't need this little control console anymore. Let's go to power, miscellaneous, and we gotta go all the way down to the end. Omar asks, what are they? So the thing that we just built there are actuators that go to Liberty Prime, the big robot dude that we are resurrecting. Because Liberty Prime is going to be a big source of help when we take on the Institute. Also, I suppose I could probably just take antibiotics to get rid of my sickness there. Excellent. Oh, I can actually activate these things? Oh, it doesn't actually do anything. Fudge. Alright, take out the fusion core just in case. Sleep for 8 hours. Then we get to go to talk to Proctor Ingram, and I think test out Liberty Prime here. Ryan says my cat does not advertise the Liberty Medical Testing Supply Unit. With one easy call to 1-800-LIBERTY, you can get your Liberty Medical Testing Supply Unit for a lower no monthly cost. See, I like to think of that one Family Guy thing with Wilfred Brimley, where he's talking about diabetes, which makes him hard with his wife, and then he hits his wife and realizes she's been dead for 7 years or 5 years or something, and says, "Who the hell did I hit?"
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Great. That's just great.
Well, hang on a second. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Hey, Scribe Halen. We haven't talked to her in a long time. Alright, so I think we're gonna speedy our way over there. Because that is quite a bit of ways from where we are. We can get to the edge of the glowing sea, though, so... Make sure we switch back over to our frag grenades. And then we just gotta wait for the vertebrate to show up. I can hear it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I do think I probably have a bit more survivability now that I've started the Lone Wanderer tree, which I probably should have put another perk into on my last level up, but yeah, it's alright. So one bad thing about Fallout 4, which is kind of similar to Skyrim, is it's sometimes hard to determine what perks you want to take. Also, Ryan, since you are in here now, I wanted to let you know that I'm probably just going to do 2 hours today. Instead of, what the hell just happened? What happened to my minigun? You bastards, you took away my minigun! Yeah, I'm just going to do 2 hours today, because I think we're making good enough progress that we should be complete. Since I'm doing Fallout 4 on, for the rest of the week until we finish it. Unless we get something, like, really going at the end of this episode. Then I might change my mind. Omar says, can you shoot? Nope, I am trying. I can't eat. Neither of my trigger buttons are working. Yeah, I have no idea what happened here, but because it doesn't even show up in third-person view. Oh well, who needed the minigun anyways? Uh-oh. I said that and now something's trying to attack me. Or I thought anyways, but maybe not. I do wonder if Fallout 76 is going to have any areas like the Glowing Sea. Because the Glowing Sea, it's nice, but at the same time, it also kind of... It's kind of too easy, because it's such a barren area that there's really not much in it. Uh-oh, someone's attacking us. Omar says, quote, who needed miniguns anyways? And then the enemy music begins to play. Oh god, we just ran right through that highway there.
Landing. Touchdown. Could be a little rough.
Go, Vertibird! Attack! Attack them! For a moment I thought the Vertibird was going over there and was gonna crash.
Where'd that little bitch go?
Well, we found Halen. Of course, I think she's trying to take out these raiders as well. Ugh. Good for you, Halen, but where the hell is the enemy then? Oh, that is a friendly machine gun turret over here. Ooh. Well, we got more ammo for the Gauss rifle. Oh my god. Definitely one complaint I have is the AI here gets funky when there's something around to attack. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like around. It just has to be like, I don't know if it's because it attacked a faction that's part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Or a part of the Brotherhood of Steel faction, I meant. But, yes, Ad Victorium. Omar asks, will you be able to fly a Vertibird in 76? As far as I know, I don't believe so. I think you will have to either walk or you can fast travel to some areas. Alright, it looks like Halen's not going to do anything until we defeat these people over here. So let's see if we can help out. But yeah, I did see something looking through, I think the Fallout wiki. Oh, now it stopped. Does that mean Halen is going to be playing nice now? I hope so. Yeah, I saw something on the Fallout wiki that said there are going to be verta drones, which are like drones that are shaped like vertibirds. Not entirely sure how that's going to work. There's also apparently some kind of drone that drops off supplies, I think. Again, also don't know how that's going to work. Because they haven't really gone through a lot of the gameplay stuff, so a lot of it's going to be a surprise to me when I first jump in.
Scribe Halen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
Don't underestimate the Institute, especially with teleporter technology at their disposal.
Don't worry. We won't let any of them run us out of there. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
If I survive, you mean?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
So, I don't know if this is just me, but it seems like Scribe Halen there, it seems almost like her voice actor is different there versus the one that's in, versus the normal one. You know, the one that's in, or not the normal one. The one that you meet at the police station. She just sounds kind of different. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something different with her. Alright, back into the glowing sea we go. Rad scorpions? Of course it's rad scorpions. I don't like playing Smack a Scorpion, damn it. But don't worry, it's not just one, it's two. Oh crap. Alright, that wasn't as horrible as I thought it was going to be. So you know what, let's equip this Gauss rifle. I'll admit, having gone through and this Let's Play survival series, I'm not necessarily against having to do a having to go through all of Fallout 76 walking around for the most part. If I can hit this darn thing. Okay, just use VATS. Oh, yeah, Okay, the Gauss rifle is good for VATS. Not real good for much else. Certainly not for something that's coming up close to you because it misses. And it actually didn't really seem like it did all that much damage. I mean, it did all right damage, but still. To me, it was kind of disappointing. Is that a rad roach there? Yes, that is a glowing rad roach. Alright, that time worked a little bit better. What else is around here? There you are. An albino rad roach. Ugh, that part I don't like. Gotcha. I will say I do wonder how quote-unquote lonely Fallout 76 is going to be. Because if you really want to feel, like, to me, it should be lonely. You know, you shouldn't necessarily be coming across players unless you're really actively trying to find them. Because, let's see, I think the map's supposed to be 4 times the size of Fallout 4's map. You're going to have, I think, between 24 and 36 players. I know I said 24 earlier, but I think it will be between 24 and 36. Ryan says, I feel it's going to be pretty active to a fault. See, I don't know. I mean, there's going to be people on, yes. But I don't think you... I'm hoping that the nature of the game means that unless you're actually trying to find people, then you won't necessarily run into them. That hopefully there will be enough going on to keep you distracted and that sort of thing. Because if you think of the nature of the Wasteland itself, you know, it is a rather lonely experience. Gotcha. Ah, you bugger. I know, that's probably not the best thing to use against rad scorpions, because it kind of does those little bounce off things. Yes, Ryan, language. Now this, I have to say, is like one of the coolest structures I've ever seen in a Fallout game. The whole pyramid thing that they have going on here. This is like totally cool. Ryan says no boogers here. Alright, let's see. Okay, I can't save. Omar asks, by the way, where's Ada and Nick? So I had Ada and Nick both leave my party and return to the Red Rocket station before I went to the Institute. Since then, I've picked up the first level of the Lone Wanderer perk, which we'll go over in just a moment here once I load in. but that seems to have helped out a little bit. Because if you look at Lone Wanderer, it's under the Charisma tree. The first level, who needs friends anyways? When adventuring without a companion, you take 15% less damage, and carry weight increases by 50. So that has really helped me out a bit. Still can't grab as much junk as I could with Ada, but definitely for fighting and that sort of thing, I'm pretty much covered by myself now. Well, we could take the quick way down. Why not? Uh-oh. Someone dead was leaning over there. So let's stay hidden. I'm a little concerned about this. Open the blast door. That didn't work. What about this? Abort launch sequence. Okay, that did it. What were they trying to launch anyways? Because I don't see any missiles down here. Ryan asks, when does Red Dead Redemption 2 come out? You know what? I'm not entirely sure. I want to say it's this month, I think. Because one of my friends actually brought it up. Oh crap. A Sentinel's synth left leg. Well, I do have that synth stuff, right? I do have a synth left leg. So we'll switch it out for a Sentinel's synth left leg. Ryan says, I almost feel like it was Monday. Generally, games don't come out on a Monday. That much I know. Child of Atom. Interesting. So I would guess if it's not Monday the 26th, maybe... Oh dear. Maybe it would be Tuesday the 27th? Yeah, generally games come out on Tuesdays. Although now that we're going to having more games come out, you know, online, it does seem like it's changing up a little bit. So you are seeing, I've seen releases on like Thursdays and Fridays. Not too often on a Monday though. Oh, Ryan says, oh, the 26th, the 26th is a Friday. Oh, okay. Well, you said the 26th, and I thought, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't pay attention to dates half the time. So I guess it's coming out on a Friday then, okay. Yeah, I know a long time ago, it used to be like standard practice that games would always come out on a Tuesday. But I think that was probably more had to do with retailers than anything. Now that there's so much online stuff, I think the whole setting's starting to change a bit. Isn't there a Child of Atom in here? I feel like there's a Child of Atom in here. Oh, I don't want to sleep. Ryan says, since I quit my job, I don't have the disposable income to buy it, so please donate. Thanks. Oh, a dead child of Adam. At least $400? It's quite a lot there, Ryan. Quite a lot. Here's the child of Adam.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
It's all right, brother. I'm a child of Adam too. I'm part of a church up north, the Nucleus, near a town called Far Harbor.
Far Harbor. You've seen Atom's holy veil, but you have traveled so far. I apologize. I will not keep you from finishing your pilgrimage. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
You know, I guess in a twisted sort of way, the greatest way to spread Atom's radiance is through using whatchamacallit, Liberty Prime. Alright, hopefully we can go through here and not have any issues later on with that brother. Omar says, I use dates for 2 things. 1, my birthday. 2, the date when my bills come. Aww. Ryan says I don't get or do shit for my birthday, so I don't care about it. Oh, that's horrible there, Ryan. Everyone should be able to enjoy their birthday. I always make sure that I have the day off from work. And I always try to figure something out to do for it, even if it's not anything super special. Ryan says, except when I turn 21, better believe I'm getting lit. It's sad. I drink less now than I did before I turned 21. It's like I turned 21 and then now I don't drink much. Of course, I think part of it is just the people I hang out with too. You know, well, I don't really hang out with too many people nowadays. Hey, I picked the right one. Feral Ghoul. Surprise! Yeah, back when I used to hang out with my ex a lot, we'd go to parties and that sort of thing, you know. I remember one time I went to a bar and there were a bunch of guys there, and then this, oh, I'm lost. And then this cop showed up and I was like, oh god. I was like, oh no, everything's ruined. My life is ruined because I'm an underage person drinking in a bar. Nothing happened of it, but, you know, I was still a little scared there. Ryan says, alcohol makes me do bad decisions. In essence, literally ripping off my whole fucking door because of my ex-girlfriend. I suppose that can happen. Okay, seriously, where the hell am I supposed to go? I really need that GPS. Omar says, I don't like birthday parties. They involve acting like you care and involve talking to people. See, that's the good thing, like, when you get older, is, like, if you really wanted to have a birthday party, you could just invite people that you really just want to care about, or, you know, hang with, or whatever. And, you know, just hang out. Doesn't have to be a lot of people or anything like that. But yeah, when you're a kid, definitely, you know, you're kind of stuck with, you know, hanging out with family and that sort of thing, and that's nice and all, but it gets old. Okay, seriously, I've gone through here. I came in through here, right? No, I came in through this way. Or no, I didn't. Because that leads up. I am so lost. How do I get so lost? Oh crap. Phew. Scaring me there. With the dramatic music and all that. Although I will say I haven't really had the chance to have a birthday party I could really enjoy just for myself yet. Since I still live at home and all of that fun stuff. So definitely when the day comes that I have my own place to myself, definitely intend to enjoy it. Oh crap, that is a vampiric blood bug. Die! Die! No. Omar asks, did the stream end? Oh, I do see that it said stream resumed. The stream is continuing. It should be coming back up. That's weird. I didn't get any dropped frames from, well, that's kind of weird. Because I didn't get any dropped frames from it all. Alright, that was kind of weird there, how that kind of went down for whatever reason. Ooh, I'd kind of like that with assault rifle, but that's really heavy and I don't really have the room for it. Alright, looks like we've taken care of all that stuff there. Yeah, I don't know why the stream went down there like that. Because OBS didn't say anything about any dropped frames. Now when I clicked away to look at this stream on the other window, it did say something about reconnection successful or whatever. That it reconnected the stream. But I would have thought it would have had some dropped frames or something like that, so I don't know what happened there. So I'm guessing it was some kind of momentary hiccup on my end. Vertibird, where are you? I know you're coming out from the middle of nowhere, but still. Omar says the stream just paused? Well, what is going on? Well, now it looks like looks like the stream is good on my end as far as viewing it. And it's not saying anything about, and Ryan says he's good. Damn it, Omar. Alright, I think I hear the vertibird in the distance. Yep, there it is. Coming through the dark, evil fog. Oh, Omar says, yeah, it's my sad Wi-Fi. poor Omar. And Ryan says, yeah, I have shitternet as well. It sucks. I guess that's the one good thing about doing streaming for YouTube is you gotta have good internet. And so, as part of that, I've definitely worked to make sure that I have good internet. Alright, back to Proctor Ingram. So we'll just head to Boston Airport. Yay, I have control of the minigun again. Die, rad, whatever you are down there. Murdering Brahmin. Ryan says, I'm generally surprised I can even watch streams at all. It's usually 240p. Ugh. Yeah, I think we were discussing this one day about what your internet was. And Ryan says it does freeze sometimes, so I'm usually like 20-ish seconds behind everyone else. Aha. Robots die, robots die. I killed one. Now who's firing on me? Super mutant, I think. Ryan says, it's 480p right now. Boys, oh yeah, SD. Standard definition. To think that 480 used to be like the big, like, high definition sort of thing. Because isn't 480 like close to what the definition is of DVDs or something like that? I thought it was something around there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, someone who's grown up through the transition from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. Ryan says 480 was never HD, it was the old fat CRT TVs. Was it? HD starts at 720. I thought DVDs were around something like that. That it wasn't like Blu-ray definition HD, but and that like technical real HD, I guess, but like DVD quality was around 480.
Setting her down at the target location.
Alright. So if I remember, I do have parasites which require more food. But let's check out Proctor Ingram first. And would you look at that? Liberty Prime is, well, all put together.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
Ryan says DVDs can do any definitions within reason. It's only limited by the laser and the amount of storage. Huh.
Are you sure this is safe?
Of course. I've checked every connection, every circuit myself. Prime will hold together.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Hey, I put together the teleporter. If I can do that, I can push a button.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
It'll do, I suppose.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Alright, interesting. So I think what Proctor Ingram gave us was a mod for T60, yep. Mod for T60 armor. I think we're gonna stop off first and do a couple repairs on this set of power armor. And we should probably take another set of antibiotics to get rid of the parasites. Omar asks, asks, will you be able to sit inside the big robot? Unfortunately not, but you will be able to walk alongside him as he goes stomping through downtown Boston there. And Ryan said, the only reason Blu-ray is better is because blue lasers have a smaller wavelength, allowing smaller memory storage and allowing more data per disc. Yeah, I guess that is pretty much true. Ryan asks, 2 or 3 hour stream tonight? I'm thinking probably 2 hours. Yesterday's stream, it felt a little long for me. Because by the time I was done with the stream, I only had because I've been going to sleep earlier than I used to. You know, now that I am trying to eat better and not stay up all night, I am eating less, so you know, pretty much part of that too is then, you know, going to sleep earlier. So I really didn't have a lot of time to myself after I left the stream yesterday, so I figure I'll just do 2 hours today. We're making pretty good time overall, I believe. And since we're doing the each day, you know, we're sort of putting Crusader Kings 2 on hiatus for the time being. So we should be pretty close to done with Fallout 4 by the time 76 shows up. Still not entirely sure if I'll get my mod to face off against the Sole Survivor done. Depends on how busy I'll be this weekend coming up, this Thursday, Friday. I started to put together some of the basic ideas that I have for it, but still a lot of work to do to get it figured out, I guess. At least to the point where I feel good enough to stream it. Because I still have to figure out a location for it too. I think I'm gonna probably just build a whole separate cell for it. I also need to figure out, if I'm doing it something like that, how exactly I would go to that location. But Ryan says, don't answer this if you don't want to, just curious. But what's your opinion on Trump? So when Trump first was elected, I was hopeful that he would be, well, pretty much what he completely has not been. I was hoping he'd go against Republicans, that he would work with Democrats, that, you know, I knew that he was anti-immigration, but you know what? I kind of agree with him on that. Instead, he's pretty much shown himself to be what Republicans are nowadays. And he's also shown himself to be corrupt in the highest regard, so.
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Hello there, King Noob. Welcome to the stream. Doing alright here. Getting things ready for the end of the Institute.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
Never told me, you have some nerve, my duty. Jeopardize my position. We'll just say he never told me.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently I've misjudged you. which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
Thank you for the sub there, King Noob. Yeah, I plan to do quite a bit of Bethesda content for the coming future. Ryan says, I can tell with the Vault Boy PFP. And then Omar says, can you kill this sad-looking YouTuber? King Noob says, I wish that I had 100 subs. Aw. Well, the main thing I will tell to anyone who's looking to get into YouTube is you have to be consistent with it. Whether your schedule is uploading once a week, once a month, or like me now, 5 times a week. You have to be consistent with it. You got to give your audience what to expect.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Oh yeah. I forgot, Omar, that you called Maxon yesterday a sad-looking YouTuber. Alright, before... Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Quinlan too. Which is good, because we have to go talk to, Tegan, I think was his name? To, get some ammunition, because we're kind of low. I don't feel like stopping off at my factory again.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended.
You're an inspiration to
Affected parties will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. That is all.
With Liberty Prime back in action, this war's as good as won. Now, what can I do for you?
King Noob asks, who did you join? I joined the Brotherhood of Steel here, and actually earlier on in the stream, and you should definitely check it out when this gets re-uploaded as a video. I did some interesting things to the Institute.
Is this going to take much longer?
I'm looking for some firepower.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
Alright, 45 rounds, we'll grab it all, even though it's very expensive there. I can sell this 10mm stuff, I'm not using that. The 5mm, I could sell those. The 7.62, nah. I'll sell the 50 cal. Because that you have to actually upgrade something for. Nah. Omar says Count Dooku looks happy. This guy does look a little like Count Dooku, doesn't he? Alright, I'm at 268.45 rounds now. It's better. Ryan says, I can only imagine the servers YouTube has. Oh yeah, and they have to be like massive. Especially because they really don't come down. I mean, the other day when they went down, that was like the first time, and I was reading and it said the first time since like 2008 that YouTube really had a big, major crash like that.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this? There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Let's see, Ryan asks, Newbie, who's your favorite game studio or game-related studio in general? It's a mix between old LucasArts or Bethesda.
You know those synths with the plastic faces?
They
creep me the heck out.
I mean, unfortunately, old LucasArts is no longer around, so I guess it ultimately does go to Bethesda. Because I like Bethesda games because there's so much freedom, there's so much modding freedom with like Fallout 4 and Skyrim. You know, the fact that, I mean, that's one of the things that has helped me on YouTube is my Skyrim mods. Also, King Noob, if you do like playing Skyrim, be sure to check out my game mods playlist to check out some of the mods that I've made.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Well, do we end up killing Dance or not? Well, I don't know. Ryan asks, have you ever played The Secret of Monkey Island? I have not, actually. That's, of the adventure games from LucasArts that I played Indiana Jones and the Temple of Atlantis. I think that was it. Whatever the Atlantis one was. I've played Sam & Max Hit the Road, and then I've also played... Oh, what was the other one? I don't think it's Maniac Mansion, but the one that comes after it? Omar says, can you kill Dance and become the new ruler? Well, unfortunately, Dance is not the ruler. Maxon is. Unfortunately, if you do kill Maxon, you don't become the new ruler of the Brotherhood. which is very disappointing. Because you can become the ruler of like the Institute, and you pretty much automatically become the ruler of the Minutemen. Ryan Miller says, "Do not kill Dance, young man." Well, that's a very good statement there, Ryan. But we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. So, yeah. You folks be sure to tune in tomorrow at midnight Central Time, where we will decide the fate of Paladin Dance. Will he live or will he die? Well, we are going to find out. Alright folks, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you stay notified on all of my streams and videos. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed all this fun excitement. Oh, I did level up as well, which means we can finally get level 4 science, which means we can finally build that big power plant back at our factory. Excellent. But that'll be for another time, so. Alright folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.